Hey, have you watched this video of mine in which I talk about this CI/CD pipeline project I made? If you haven't, you should watch it and maybe try to replicate the project. It might be a simple project, but it is going to be very informative when you build it. But first, let's talk about what even is a CI/CD pipeline and why are we talking about it. So, in this video, we are going to completely discuss about CI/CD. What is CI/CD pipeline? And then we'll see the different tools that you can use to build a CI/CD pipeline project for yourself. So, let's start the video by discussing about a simple phase of a software development lifecycle. Let's suppose you are working on a project. And no, I'm not talking about the to-do application that you build as a personal project. I'm talking about the big project of big organizations. So obviously, you are going to have the code for the project. It is the code that you and your team has worked on. But the users are not going to use that code as a product. You have to put it on some production environment and make it ready for the users to use. It simply means that you are going to deploy your application to a production server. But there is this thing. Moving from code to a deployed application, there are multiple stages in between. But what are these middle stages? You can think about it like this. As many people are working on the project, suppose 3 people are working on this project, Ayush, Harsh, and Ritik. These three are going to work on their different features. Ayush is working on some feature, Ritik is going to work on some feature, and Harsh is going to also work on some other feature. But you have to put all the code together so that it can be built and deployed as one application, right? This is what merging of code means. It means merging the code from different developers onto some shared repository. Next up, when we have the code ready, we are going to build and compile the application, right? And after compiling the application, we are going to test it. Now for the testing part, there are multiple stages of testing a product, right? When you submit a code, your code is also going to be tested for certain guidelines that your organization may follow. When your code is compiled or built into an application, it is going to be tested for some bugs, which is known as the alpha testing. And when it is deployed to the production server, you are going to run some test on the production server as well, which is known as the beta testing. So, testing of a product can be done in multiple stages as well. Now comes the main part of deploying your project to the production server so that the beta testers are going to test it and the users are going to use the project. And as you can see, there are a number of middle stages and each stage requires its time, right? Also, if you are working on a product, then you are going to build it continuously. You are going to add features to it continuously, right? It is not like you are going to build the whole product in one go. You're going to build some part of it, then deploy it on the production. Then you're going to build some feature and deploy it to the production, and the cycle goes on. But these middle stages, they require a time, right? And the time which it takes to go from code to the final product. It was the main problem faced in the organization before the introduction of CI/CD. So what was happening before the introduction of CI/CD? Let's try to discuss this problem that CI/CD is solving. So suppose you have a web application that you are providing as a product to your users. The web application is running on a production environment and the development is going on the development environment. You are working on a feature. Now the code of the feature is ready and you have to deploy it to the production environment. But the thing is, it is not going to go simultaneously. You had to put the production server down and then manually deploy the code on it, build it on the production server, and then also test it on the production server, right? Testing is important. And after all these things, you are going to put this production server back up again. You might say, yeah, this is completely reasonable. No, it's not. You know the time when your production server was down? It is going to cost you business because users are going to use your product, and if they don't get the product, how are they going to use it? So this downtime of production server, this was the main problem that was faced by the organizations before the introduction of CI/CD. This was the case back in the day, right? But how it happens nowadays? This is where CI/CD comes into picture. CI/CD, let's start with the full forms, right? The CI part of the CI/CD, it stands for continuous integration. And the CD part of CI/CD, it stands for continuous delivery and continuous deployment. Yes, the CD stands for two things and both of these are true in this context. Although people can use delivery and deployment interchangeably, but these are two different things. Let's discuss CI and CD in detail. I'm not going to leave you on the full forms itself. Let's talk it out. Let's talk about continuous integration first. In the modern application development, the goal is to have multiple developers work on different features of the same application, right? Such as in our application, three developers are working on their features, Ayush, Ritik, and Harsh. These are working on their features and every day they are making some changes. But the changes, they need to be put into one place, right? So what can I do to accomplish this? The one thing that I can do is to have them complete their features individually and then merge it into the code simultaneously. But this is not a good practice that you should follow when you are developing a project. The changes that one person is doing, they are to be continuously merged into the main repository, or you may say the shared repository of your project. This is known as continuous integration. Integration, that you are continuously integrating all the changes that are being done by the developers. And can you guess the most common tool for continuous integration? It might be GitHub, right? On GitHub, there is a shared repository that many developers can follow. The developers can work on their features and then create a pull request so that their changes can be tested and then merged into the code base. This is all about continuous integration. Let's talk about the other part, CD part of CI/CD. As you already know, it stands for continuous delivery and continuous deployment. What are these two things? Look at this sample CI/CD workflow. Continuous integration is the first step of a CI/CD workflow. You have to build, test, and merge the change into the shared repository. This is the goal of continuous integration. Then comes the continuous delivery. So after the testing and integration of code from the CI, continuous delivery is going to automate the release of validated code to a repository. The goal of continuous delivery is to have a code base that is always ready to be pushed onto the production environment. At the end of the continuous delivery process, the operations team is able to quickly and easily deploy the app to the production server. Now let's talk about the other part of CD, which is continuous deployment. Now after CI and the continuous delivery, you have a code base that is ready to be pushed onto the production server. Now the process of automating the deployment of your application onto a production server, this is handled by the continuous deployment. So in practice, you may say that continuous deployment means that a change that is proposed by a developer, it can go live in the production environment within minutes, assuming that it has already passed the testing. This is the goal of having a CI/CD pipeline, that the change that you are producing onto the code base, it can go live in the production server quickly and easily. Till now, we have talked about the problem that CI/CD is solving. Then we discussed about what is CI and what is CD in detail. Now let's look about the different CI/CD tools that you are going to use to build your own CI/CD pipelines. So there is one tool named as Jenkins. It is an open source tool. It can serve for the continuous integration part and it can serve for the continuous deployment part as well. Next up, we have some non-open source tools such as Bamboo from Atlassian. GitLab CI is also going quite popular nowadays. We also have something known as Travis CI. There are some additional tools as well, which you don't say that they are CI/CD tools, but yes, these tools can show up in the majority of CI/CD workflows that you are going to encounter. Tools such as configuration management tools like Ansible or Chef, containerization tools like Docker, and container orchestration tools like Kubernetes, they can show up in many CI/CD workflows out there, but they are not specifically known as CI/CD tools. And yes, we have completed the scope of this video for CI/CD. If you find this video informative, consider sharing this video with your friends. And you may also get subscribed to my channel. I post informative technical content regularly on my channel. And yes, thanks for watching again.